Okay, so let's open up the case to see what the keyboard we are building. Let's do a quick streaming. So this is the replacement PCB, which we don't really need. This is all the protection layer, and this is the case with the PCB and the foam and plate. And we are going to build this matrix Noah tonight. Okay, let's make sure the PCB works. Well, to be honest, it's better to take it out to test. So let's find the screw. Okay, let's use these screws. It's always hard to find the right screw head. And the switch we are using tonight is called KTT Rose. So it has the progression spring and it's a linear switch. So not sure how the field is, and it's already looped by client. So I'm not sure what loop they are using. Yeah, so the information I put on the stream may not be correct. Okay, so this is the screws that we have. Let's make sure we don't really lose the screws. Yeah, actually, maybe it's easy to just put in the case so it stays there. So the bottom case is not that heavy, and for this part we can see it has the USB daughter board for the two parts. One is for the LED. Is that for LED? Yeah, should be. I mean, that's my guess. And let's make sure the screws were screwed in. Oh, interesting. So let's remove the daughter board. We have standoffs for this part of the USB port. So technically they are connected. And I wonder why do they need, oh yeah, it's because like for the flex you don't want to hurt the USB port. So you have this USB daughter board. So yeah, let's test out. And also we have the mute mount that we are going to use for this one. And lastly, it's the case with the top mount plate. Let's remove that. So it's using very traditional 7 screws for the top mount. Let's see if the screws were magnetic. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, this is the first time I built this keyboard, so let's see how we can make it a great board. So test PCB is always the first thing before you can build this keyboard. Oh. Hopefully this is a straightforward one. Two, three, four, 5, 6. Yeah, so it looks like it has the purge key RGB, which is not very common for the Western market, but I think for Chinese market, a PCB with per key RGB is very important. So if you were thinking to get some okay, so this is the layout that you are going to use for, sorry, this is for the enter key. Yeah, anyway, the PCB were used before, so it's likely you can see what this is built with. Yeah, I just didn't ask the client whether they want the regular layout or something else. I think most people will try to build the regular layout. Okay, things working well. Yeah, I think this one is the function key, and the way to test is you need another tweezer to test the function. Okay. Looks alright. Yeah, can anyone hear the noise of the fan? If so, I can try to disable that. Yeah, wait a second. I'll be right back. So we just have this PCB tested, and now we need to lube the stabilizers. And try not to use too much paper towel to protect the environment. So we are going to use the Durock, not V1, not V2. Actually, it's probably V1. Stabilizers. Let me get some from. Yeah, let's see if this is for the 6.25U. Yeah, we need 3 2U and 1 6.25U. Yeah, we will check it out by comparing. Okay, that's so much. Okay, which one it is? It didn't really say, so let's try to get a spacebar. Well, since we are using this GMK Merlin, let's just take the keycaps out. So this is the old GMK tray that people really want to get nowadays, just because how the new tray doesn't make sense at all. Okay. So it has the second one for additional keys. We don't need that. Okay, this is the funny part. Not funny part, the fun part to take out the old tray, which is just get all the white pin out, then you can get the keycaps out. I don't like this sound. So this is the 2.6.25U, and also we will need the shift key, enter key, backspace key later anyway. And the short shift, which we don't really need to test the stabilizers. Nice. Put the white release knob to destroy the cover. Yeah, the interesting mechanism. Okay, so we get the stabilizers and the wire. Yeah, the wire is definitely longer, so it's not the one we need. Let's just get another one. Yeah, we will figure it out. So the shorter one, yeah, this is the one. Thank you for subscription for another month. Did you see the new keyboard on Dubai called the N? To be honest, I haven't. So the only thing I see recently was a 60% gasket keyboard called Vast 60. And I didn't really pay attention to the other one, so what's this DN? Can you send me the link? Maybe I can take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, we just need to get everything from this bag. Did we miss any screws? Oh yeah, it's all there. These nuts? Okay, let me take a look. Because if it's something I don't know, that's interesting to me. Okay. Is that macro buys? Okay. I'm not good at joke. Yeah, I just googled and didn't see any results. So let's try to loop them. Okay. The 205G0 I have here. Oh, where is my... Okay, that's my other 205G0. You got me. So I think tonight is my lucky night. I got the Polaris Winkless version with E-white color. Although I actually checked out with the wrong one. I tried to check out I did want to have the E-black version because I don't know how E-black really looks. But I just accidentally checked out the E-white. But still better than nothing. Yeah, it was really tough one. Yeah, I can see I'm on the edge of failing just because how I didn't really see the loading result comes back in time. Yeah, like it's really slow. The whole website, for example, whenever you open the website on that Polaris page, it basically loads for like 5 seconds until you can see add to cart or buy with PayPal. 45 seconds? How do you know? People told you? Yeah, I never know like how people can tell how long does it sell out. Do people just like refresh the whole time until they see sold out by not participating? But yeah, I trust it's 45 seconds. I don't even know how fast did I check out. Yeah, I just like practice beforehand. Okay, if I need to check out something on KB Defense, how can I do that? You got PayPal processing and sold out. Yeah, I think that probably happened to a lot of people. I had the same thing like processing for a while and I got that, but I trust if I'm getting another configuration, maybe I will not get it. So potentially if I try to get my original twice, the E-white, maybe I will just fail because so many people want the E-white, the E-black Winkless version. I mean, so many people mentioned they want that, so I doubt if I try that I can get it. People have faster internet. I don't get a really fast internet, especially the PayPal screen. It loads a lot longer than I used to see. You have unicorn, okay, that's another thing, right? Yeah, when you have unicorn, you don't really need to polarize. Like if you want to trade, even 2 polarized cannot trade for 1 unicorn. And I bet the unicorn will be fantastic feeling. But by looking from the top, it's really hard to tell. It looks like a tofu. So either you just type on that, or flip that, put on the desk, so people know it's a unicorn. And I don't have problem for a polarized, because it can have the Winkless version or HHKB, and from the looking you can tell it's a high end. But yeah, people will still think this is maybe what's that? HKB on drop. Yeah, people thought this is that version because they don't know other HKB. So that's why I opted into this Bear 65, because from the top you can directly see this is not tofu. $1,600, yeah, that's the price you have to. I mean, it's probably worth the price because there's not many out there. Like, you never know, maybe in a year it can be 2,000 bucks. So I think it totally depends on if you will enjoy it or not. If you will enjoy it, the money you spend can definitely get back, especially for limited exclusive version like this one. Yeah, I doubt it will have any problem selling for the same price in another like quarter. Yeah, just because Elaine moved away from Unicorn sale, she's working on the next keyboard. So I'm trying to get the 65% if possible, but I doubt I can get it. It's probably still by luck. A lot of extras, 2 PCB daughter boards, brass weight, stainless steel weight, a loop plate, FF plate, FF half. Wow, how can they get so many plates? Did they already like try to stock up everything for that build? Or do they just like have the... Is that R1 version? Or R2? Which color it is? Because I really like the indigo version, which is the purple one. It goes perfect with the DMG. Yeah, I think Teha was using that for a lot of stream. Even he built the BR65. But yeah, I like to stock up on a keyboard. So for the polarized, I definitely have, I don't know, maybe 3 PCB full plate now, or 5. So now I can kind of swap different builds for different plates and switch. Yeah, I think my favorite keyboard is definitely polarized. I can definitely go 2 of them. Yeah, that's nice. I like the FR4 plate, especially the FR4 half plate a lot. It just combines the best typing feeling as well as the nice sound of the playlist alpha area. But yeah, in general, I definitely see that's a great one to get. Yeah, probably my next trade target will be the Unicorn. I just don't know which one I would trade for. PC, yeah. I wonder how much difference is the sound of PC and the Alu for that keyboard. Yeah, because it's O-ring gas key mount. Maybe the isolation is big enough that you don't really hear the case sound. But that's still different than the other gas key mount, so I'm wondering maybe the PC will play some on the case. So your preference white PC, indigo, green? I think my preference will be indigo. And then maybe white. Actually, I don't really need white. Yeah, I have a lot of white keyboards. Now I just like... Yeah, one part is enjoying getting the polarized extra again. I mean, not again, I didn't get the first one. But also in the meantime, I'm a little bit pissed by myself by not getting the E-Black. Yeah, I definitely didn't pay attention to the option. I'm just trying to fast checkout. But yeah, so far I don't have a real PC keyboard. Did I even build any PC? Yeah, I don't think I even built any polycarbonate. Yeah, I only built the tofu acrylic. So acrylic of tofu is different. Totally different. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a PC at all. Yeah, I think white is just so good at matching any keycaps because yeah, you can see white is like no color. PC is similar. Almost all the keycaps can match with the PC case. Yeah, next one is probably black, but nowadays I feel like black is so default on a lot of low end, which doesn't really show a special color on that. Yeah, the white weight on E black. That will be awesome. But in the meantime, the E white will have the E black weight, then I will see how the E black looks. Maybe it's not that novel to have the E white color on the case, but it will good to see how the E black looks. So maybe next time when there is a version of E black, I can try it. Really? You want to get the unicorn build by me? Yeah, definitely. I'm up to. And do you want to get 2 builds on that? I'm definitely up to get multiple builds on that. And also test with different keycaps on that. If you want to build, what layout do you want to go? I mean, 60% have so many layout potential. So it's totally up to you whether you want to get the same layout or different layout. Maybe one ANSI, one Sengen. Yeah, I think my favorite layout is definitely Sengen layout on 60%, just because of the symmetric looking. Yeah, not necessarily for the split backspace, because nowadays I can get used to either backspace. I actually didn't even know how I adapt to that. Like, the layout were so different. I don't even know how I remember like the difference between split backspace and the regular backspace. Yeah, it's not muscle memory at all. Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, yeah, so for the unicorn, if you need to get built, we will need the clipping stabilizers. Yeah, I think you can get from Prime KB or maybe from Canon Key. They both have that. But definitely need to take some time to clip and loop them in a good stand. Yeah, so the 7U bottom spacebar layout, if you also go with split backspace and the split right shift, it will be basically the Sengen layout. Okay, so I will show you this one so you know if this is the layout you want to go. Okay. One second. Yeah, they have probably used that. I think most of high-end keyboards of 60% will use it. So, is this the layout you want to go? Yeah, 7U spacebar, speed right shift, and speed backspace. Yeah, this is my keycut. I really like this one, but it's so heavy. I don't really get used to it a lot because I need to move my keyboard time to time. So I'm really afraid of my dropping the keyboard. So I end up using this much less than I expected. Yeah, you're right. I definitely like the symmetric looking of it. Especially on the top row. I mean, for 65% like this one, the top row of like regular space backspace is definitely okay. But on 60%, backspace just a little bit too large. Yeah, it will be so interesting to see people were building the regular ANSI on Unicorn. Yeah, I have seen that before. But very special about the Unicorn R2.1 is basically the daughter board. So definitely make the gasket mount, like gummy O-ring gasket mount better by using daughter board, because it will release the force supply to the USB port, which is actually either dangerous to the PCB or just keep the PCB not moving freely. Yeah, I think adding the daughter board is definitely one large step ahead. Okay, so now I'm just lubing, plugging the butt. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a technique I tend to use every time, which I feel like this is the norm. Switch you want. So if you want to use the Hyperglide, I think Hyperglide is definitely a great switch if you are using the aluminum plate. Yeah, just like the black, Hyperglide black is pretty smooth as I tried. Although you can potentially hear a little bit like scratchiness, I don't think it's too bad a problem compared to other Bluetooth black or even sometimes the Wing black. So if you go to the Hyperglide spring swap, yeah, I will go that because I spring swap my Hyperglide with 62 TX spring, which feels nice. And let's go with the alu plate. And for FR4 plate, I mean, personally, I'm not a huge fan of ink black. I think ink black switch sometimes sound a little bit inconsistent. Personally, I'm a fan of lavender if you're looking for socky, and if you want to look for clacky, NAJWK linear should work. So yeah, I think for your comparison here, I would say Hyperglide on alu and maybe lavender on FR4. And if you want to try the half plate FR4, you can try that. If you don't want, let's go the full plate. Okay, let's test the stabilizers keys. Let's get some switch. I mean, that's my personal preference. If you really like the ink black, go with that. Yeah, I don't want to use my own preference to influence, but my recommendation on that will still be the lavender switch. But yeah, always treat your own preference the most important part. Yeah, so all the KTT Rose switch were 3-pin. That means whenever you use plate. Okay, if you don't really use the plate, the switch will definitely rattle, so it's not good test on the stabilizers. So probably I need to get the plate. Yeah, sounds good. I mean, you can still just like try to send the parts separate to me. Like even you can send the switch directly to me. So if you want to get it built early, but yeah, you can send everything together to me as well. Not huge difference. Yeah, for 3-pin switch, definitely try to use a plate for your switch testing. And maybe additional switch to hold onto the other location so that it have the same height when you do the testing. But yeah, super excited to see you're getting the unicorn, and I had a chance to build for you. Thank you. I'm always trying to see if I can pipe on a unicorn. Yeah, I think like the time I spent on cherry picking the ink black is definitely not fun. Like, I don't even know after I cherry pick for a while. I feel like everything were just not like consistent and not really nice sounding. Okay, yeah, looks like if you're not soldered, it's really easy to hear the rattle. Okay. Yep, nice. So the space bar is a little bit rattle. Let me see if it's because of the switch or not fully sitting. Yeah, I think it's fine after you fully sit in. Yeah, I think hopefully the ink has another mode to make it better, but I don't think it's a really good switch nowadays. So that's why like a lot of people try to source the ink V1 and potentially get the ink V1, a good batch that you can use on hot swap build, or maybe desolder switches time to time, but that's just a lot of hassle to do it. Okay, so because of the plates of the 3-pin, like it's easy to just try to put on the plate. Two builds for me, yeah, that sounds good. Better to have two directly. Totally, it will be endgame. I mean, from the look, from how that feels, based on what I heard, definitely worth doing it. Yeah, in general, I feel like the O-ring gas key mount were like very nice. So you go from TOF Vega Space Unicorn. So from Vega to Space feels like a downgrade. But I also had some downgrade because once I got the Keycaps, everything feels like downgrade, but everything has its own unique features. Like I like my polarized type feeling and sound. I like the kick out bottom and the finish. It's just so high quality. And I like the Vega's functionality and how my KFE has this F13 spot and the side curve. And also my favorite layout is the Meridian layout. The not very aggressive alpha tilt angle, and the best looking so far I still feel like this is the Beer 65. I mean, I don't know if people would agree, but yeah, I feel like this Beer 65 is definitely great looking. Yeah, me too. I actually got the Vega GB version and I have the polarized, so I'm fine just selling my Vega for some money back so I can fund my other projects, because at the time I won several raffle that I feel like, okay, if I don't really sell, I just spend too much on that. But now I feel like I definitely miss the Vega. But just because I have the polarized, I'm not that miss Vega, I would say. especially I know Vega is in the production queue very quickly and should arrive maybe in the July August time, so not too bad. Especially nowadays I moved to the streaming and building keyboard for clients life cycle. I feel like getting to know different keyboard is interesting. So not likely I need any keyboard, I just want to maintain a good amount of keyboard that I can compare with any client keyboard. Yeah, I think all the major layout I already get. I don't see I have anything that left over. Maybe the one like the 1800 layout, that's not major, right? Because most people don't really use the numpad, and I don't ever get numpad separately from any keycaps group by, just because I never use numpad like from the very beginning when I tried the computer. Yeah, I started with the laptop, so I have no idea why you need a numpad. So whenever I type on numpad, I have to take a look. It's not like touch type. Yeah, I think this KTT Rose switch were looking super nice, but I would say it's a little bit scratched. But I think the spring feeling is not bad. The progressive spring. But in general, I don't know how I feel about the Kel switch without the 5 legs. Yeah, like nowadays, why do you still need the 3-pin? Are you just selling for job keyboard? You started on MacBook? Nice. Yeah, I think if you start on MacBook, you probably never used a Windows PC because it's something no way back. Yeah, I started with the IBM, and IBM keyboards on the laptop were just fantastic. So later on, when Lenovo acquired ThinkPad and make the shady keyboard, I stopped using. And then what happened is I started using the MacBook. I mean, I'm not a fan of the MacBook keycaps keyboard as well, but still better than the Lenovo. Yeah, this is how I hate that. But yeah, later on I think Lenovo also learned from the mistake and tried to redo the ThinkPad keyboard. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's getting better later, but I just don't follow the trends since I move on to the MacBook. So yeah, totally Lenovo fucked up on the ThinkPad line. Probably take a lot of people out of the area they want to enter. Okay, this is the one that got confusing, the spacebar. Oh really? Okay. Yeah, I think that's another thing. I probably need a good PC building, so I know maybe I can get that. Okay, I still hate the 3-pin. Like, it's not really stable at all. All you hold things were just gravity. Like, you don't end up having any connections. Okay, the daughter board. And also maybe I need to unscrew this part. Yeah, sure. Dog is family. Take care of that first. Okay, so we need the remaining switches in. And the worst one is definitely the pipe key, so we can potentially add that later just because how loose it is. So this is also very loose. Is this also the loose one? Okay, so many loose switch. The enter key, let's see. Okay, enter is fine. But yeah, I hate the ISO layout. It just makes the pipe key too loose. Too much loose. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we definitely need to realign, reflow later because of the switching. Okay, my bad, but not that bad. We need a mute mount. And not bad just because that, I mean not that bad. Because of stripping. So thanks to stripping, I can easily take out the PCB and put it back. But I hate stripping just because I can do this one. Now I need to find the right way of doing it. Okay. Did I manage to get everything in? I hope so. Okay, I still think I have something not fully in. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, it definitely takes the pressure onto getting it there. Okay, maybe it's the mute mount, which is basically something stop this one from fully sitting. Okay. I feel like the design was definitely not good. So what's going on is, you can see we have the standoff here. It basically blocked by the mute. So let's see if we can screw in a little bit further. Yeah, there's no way. So basically when you put onto the PCB onto that, it kind of stops you from doing additional unless you try to just push that in by soldering switches. So that means you have to do soldering to protect that. Yeah, it has no clip. This one has very light clip. Yeah, feels like okay, very loose. Let's try to get that later. Okay, let's do the solder job. Keyboard out. Solder mat. Yeah, so let's try to solder the corner first to make it secure. Yeah, which corner first? This one maybe? Okay, maybe still the top down. Okay. Need some reflow magic. Okay, this would be a little bit too tough to push everything in. I wonder if this mute is the aftermarket one, but yeah, I don't know. This feels like too much trouble. Yeah, I definitely see PCB were a little bit bent. Okay, let me see if I can try to get something there. Yeah, just try to push as hard as possible to make the corner fully sit in. Yeah, this would be a little bit longer solder session just because of how 3-pin switches were not very stable. Okay, this switch also requires some reflow. So we will give it a try. Yeah, we won't be able to see now. I probably have to put the keycaps on to check whether it's straight or it's still curved. I mean tilted. Yeah, 3-pin switches were not fun at all. Okay, next time I will probably charge some more service fee when you are using 3-pin switch. It just makes my life much harder. I wonder whether you even have the need to only use 3-pin switch anymore. Like even the Holy Panda were having 5-pin switch now. So don't use your 3-pin switch for solder build. Or actually even the hot swap build. Because you could have very loose switch if you're using 3-pin on the pipe key. But luckily all the JWK switch were 5-pin. Yeah, I think Kyle was still making 3-pin were just so annoying. I think the only switch Kyle still need to build is the Halo True or Halo Clear switch, so people can still make the Holy Panda out of it. Yeah, so the Holy switch series were only one that you don't need to die down, but otherwise Kyle should stop making any other switch with the 3-pin only. Yeah, it just make the keyboard building experience not many fun. Stop people coming to the hobby because they end up need to fix crooked keycaps or crooked switch. But also, just like people don't buy this one. I mean, don't buy 3-pin switch. If you were my client on this keyboard, you already get this one. Don't get this one next time. I mean, I'm fine you get this one this time, just because it's already here. I'm already start building it. But yeah, if you can get a chance next time, try get the 5-pin switch. Yeah, I will try to type on this one. Maybe I will like, maybe I will hate, but definitely building experience is a no-no. Yeah, I can get with it. I probably will put the keycaps on and try to do some fix on that, but definitely not enjoy doing it. Because you know, for me, either the plate should be holding the switch straight, or the switch itself should have the 5-pin, so I don't get the trouble on putting it right on. Just because I had the OCD that I need everything straight aligned, and this one I cannot really tell if it's always straight, so I end up need maybe like reflow time to time. So don't send me 3 pins. Yeah, also another thing I hate using gate run ink, or just like the top housing were so fragile. on the gate run switch, the ink version, or the transparent like the ZOPC version. So every time when you try to loop them, you feel like the top housing were breaking. Yeah, you end up need to bend it back using your hand for almost each top housing when you try to loop them, because after you open up, the top housing will just bend. So if you're looking for the sulky or maybe lower pitch, I would say get the lavender switch or the completo switch. So I had the latest video out for completo switch on alu plate. Even on alu plate, they were sounds pretty deep. But in general, I feel like lavender switch were kind of sucky. But yeah, if you are okay to get ink black V1, that's probably the best choice. Or if you have enough time to cherry pick ink V2, you can also do that. But yeah, so far the switch I used on the linear, if you ask me to rate, I would say ink black first, lavender second, completo next. But if you were asking me about consistency, ink black were just out of the game. So yeah, either get ink black if you can cherry pick, or if you get the ink black V1, or get the lavender or completo. Yeah, I don't know if there's some like new switches out there right now. Just make some sulky switch, sulky. Yeah, I know for sure I want to enter the group buy of Nebula or Nebula. Yeah, it should be sound as Nebula. And that switch were like delayed on the GB, so not sure the status now. And the other switch I was looking into is the Milky ink. So that switch has the Milky top and ink bottom, and I like the concept of that, but I don't know the execution, so I don't know when that will really happen. Okay, let's put the caps on to check the straightness. So the pipe key. Yeah, we also need some surrounding keys to make sure they are straight. Okay, so left shift. And the caps lock. Nixes, think mixes were nice as well. But how much is it? Okay, good. I tested PCB keycaps. This is just confusing. It's not on this key. Okay. I need to desolder this one. Okay, I need the switch puller. Okay, switch puller. I need to fix this key. Not enough. Oh yes. Yeah, I know that price. Basically super not worth. I mean, it's likely you will need to pay that much for the switch, but I don't know whether you will really get the value from it. Like $8 or $5 each. Yeah, I don't see you will get the value by that much. Yeah, if you have a TGR Jane V2, yeah, maybe you can get that switch to up level your keyboard because you already have 5000 keyboard. But if you just have regular keyboards, I mean, even it's like 2,000-3,000 keyboard, I don't really know. Adding another 100, 300 on your switch will help you or not. Okay, let's make sure the keycaps were correct. Wait. What's going on to my bottom row? So is that actually correct before? I'm just making something up. This is definitely not correct. Oh, the center. So there's 3 of them. What the hell? Okay, this is the right one. Yeah, oh my god, this bottom layout confusing as a hell. Is that straight? That's left shift? Yeah, probably need some more keys onto it. So let's get more keys anyway. Okay, the enter key, the backspace. And the most important, the pipe key. Yeah, the pipe key definitely shifted a little bit, so we need to fix it. And what happened to the enter key? Now tell me the white was popped. I mean, it's possible that the switch also has a little bit cooked. Okay, so let's reflow this one. Also doing a little bit reflow on the enter. Okay, so the backspace. Let's go to enter again. Right shift. Let's get some arrow keys so we can get a full straightness test. Look how dumb I am for these two keycaps. Okay, let's check it out. Is that straight? Yeah, I think it looks like straight, right? Left bottom corner, not super straight. Okay, this is really a interesting build, just because how much straightness you need to take here. And the out key, yeah, the new one also had a little bit straightness stuff that you can fix. I mean, just a little bit. Okay, yeah, I guess I know why the enter key was not really responding before. It's just because of how the screw-in were shift a little bit. So yeah, it's because how the screw-in has a little bit larger room on the larger hole. So you probably need to get in the right spot. Yeah, so now it's good. I was wondering whether each individual key will also need reflow. Okay, maybe it's the enter key itself. Okay, final check. Just need one more key. The tab key. Okay, look straight. Straight. Yeah. Sometimes you need different lighting angles so you will see whether it's straight or not. Because the shadow could make really annoying effect on the visual. Okay, now it's all good. It's just interesting whenever sweeping comes. Like additional 20 minutes of soldering is definitely required. Because you never know if it's straight or not, and you end up checking that and wasting the time. And also this PCB itself is confusing, so I have to find the wrong screw, wrong switch hole. Okay, now let's put onto the top case. Before that, we need to screw the USB port. Yeah, actually I should test the PCB since I just finished soldering. So it's probably best to test now than later. Okay, PCB test, take 2. Wow, super shiny. I see you. The gamer. So let's do the via testing again. So far so good, and I see why this switch were used, just because how this can really shine through the RGB, huh? No judgment. RGB is nice. Okay, everything is tested. Now I just need to put back the case. So many daughter board position. Actually, I wonder what this is for. Yeah, not underglow. This is the per key RGB. Oh, sorry, I haven't closed the via, sorry. Yeah, it's actually per key RGB. Yeah, we will see. I don't even know how to turn it off. I'll turn it off. Do we get any glow by doing this daughter boards? I have no idea what this daughter board is. LED. It says LED, right? At least if you look by this one, it's definitely not this one and not this one, so looks like this is the only option, but I don't really see what's this for. And there's no LED on this spot. Okay, still not sure what this is for, but yeah, let's screw everything in. And this is top mount. Yeah, I know this wood feel stiff because of the top mount, but let's see how stiff it will be. And also the sound because of the mute pad go sandwich between the PCB and the plate. Maybe the sound will not be that bad. Actually, I should say another word. Maybe the sound will be good. Yeah, I shouldn't assume this keyboard sounds bad, just because how top mount is used on this keyboard. Like, this is not fair, right? But personally, I would try to get a case form for top mount keyboards. And yeah, I'm trying to order something that I can always customize the client board, but not now. I probably need to find what the form performs the best. But yeah, nice thing about form is it's always optional step. Okay. So this is the screw. Yeah, speaking of underglow, I believe the Unicorn has the underglow for your PC, right? This is the first time Unicorn has an underglow, just because of the PC. Okay, let's put the Merlin, GMK Merlin onto this board. We definitely need accent. I mean, 90% of the time, accent performs better than non-accent. So let's just try that. And the other 10%, I would say Striker is the one of them. I like the all blue version. Sometimes if you want to get the blue, get all blue. And the other one, I would say better get no accent. I would say for steps, since Unicorn only takes clipping, would you recommend I get cherry? Yes, I would say get the cherry from either Canon Key or get from Prime KB. They all sell the genuine cherry clipping. But you know what? I think it only needed for 2 positions. One is backspace. Is that backspace? Maybe no need because we are going split backspace. But the spacebar is definitely need that. So maybe for the other steps we can try the normal one. So yeah, I will probably take a look on some guides to see whether we need all clipping or just like one. Yeah, because if you only need one, you don't want to go all clipping. Maybe not. Maybe you want to get consistency over, like, you know, some smoothness over others. So that's actually up to you. So this is GMK Merlin and with the old GMK tray. And Merlin, I believe this is from the Wizard Merlin, who did a lot of work on the QMK. But I could be wrong. Maybe his name is named after this keycap set, that's another possibility. But yeah, I know certain time there were just a group of hobbyists who were making keycaps and keyboards. But nowadays, it just have so many professional designers who make the keycaps and professional keyboard designers who make a keyboard. and then people who like Teha apiary were just the streamer who professionally do the stream only. Yeah, I was wondering whether I could design some keycaps, but I don't feel like I have the enough skills for that yet. So learning what looks good, what looks bad, and all the color system is definitely the starter. Okay, now we need to look at the function keys we have here. So let's try the veer. Delete page up, page down, and delete. Page up. Page down. And okay, they were just in the right spot here. So looks like our keyboard is finished. Yeah, actually cherry clip-in were not that bad if we're looped, clipped and looped. So it's totally up to how people can properly do that. And I happen to did some GMK cherry before I entered to the top level stabilizers. So yeah, that's definitely a valuable stuff to do. So let's take a closer look. Yeah, so we have this matrix Noir with the RGB perky RGB light and the GMK Merlin on it. And okay, this is the top, the back side. I think this is the most interesting part of this keyboard. Like you can customize the bar on the bottom, on the back plate. So overall, this one could be customized for your own like. And this is the bottom. To be honest, this keyboard is a little bit lightweight, but yeah, who really needs a super heavy weapon like Tofu all the time? And this is the front. I would say front is a little bit high, but I will see how type feeling is. And the side profile. Okay, let's see. Sorry, just trying to get the focus correct. Okay, so now the typing test. So we have this matrix Noah built with the KTT Rose switch looped. I don't know what loop are they using, and built with the aluminum plate and everything straight so far by I'm looking, and use the GMK Merlin keycaps. And I don't know how to turn off RGB, so let's do the typing test. Monkey type, where is it? Okay. Okay, let me close my door. Okay, let's try again with a little bit better soundproof. I mean sound isolation. hear smart sound. I think sounds like a keyboard. Yeah, not like a super impressive, but not like a very hollow or stiff sound. So I would say not like something that, I don't know how much it costs, but overall, if you're looking for this keyboard, you're probably not looking for like, you know, the whole like awesome typing sound. You probably look for perky RGB. You look for all the customizability of the front, of the back, of the bottom. And if you were trying to do a little bit flexi typing experience, you can get rid of the mute pads, but maybe you can also try other plates. I don't know how people get aftermarket plate for Matrix keyboards, but this is something that you can consider it. And let me try to do another typing test and potentially clip for the client. Yeah, in general, I just want to make sure I give some content for the client, either they watch or not. So let's do another typing test and clip it, hopefully. Yeah, let me remap the key maps. You know, I always try to remap keyboard for my using, so I can type it for a day or two, that I can know whether the keyboard sounds good or not, or even just like the stabilizers, because sometimes it wear off for typing a day. So yeah, let's keep typing on this again. Cool. So I think this is end of tonight's stream. We got this build, and I think the most critical hard part of this keyboard build is to make sure all the switch were aligned correctly because of the stripping. But in general, I think by checking back and forth, make sure all the gaps looks straight and reflow the solder is the key part of the keyboard build. So make sure if you will get something one build that, it's a step to do if you are using 3-pin switch. Cool, it's 10 p.m. here. I have to get back. See you next time. I will stream on Wednesday. It's Wednesday, March 31st for another keyboard build, which is the Tint series one. Cool, see you next time.